Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be an odd little audio, so go ahead and put me in your pocket, on the nightstand, or just wherever, and I'll do my little yapping while you do your chores or go to sleep or whatever it is you're doing. Oh, and the fun thing about this being a meta sort of vibe is that I can use whatever background audio I want. Isn't that nice? Now, onto the science and stuff. So, you saw the title, and you might think it's kind of ridiculous, but hear me out. This is going to be a wee bit complicated, and we're going to be dipping into neuroscience, but bear with me. I'll try to make it comprehensible. So, you might be familiar with dopamine, and it's commonly called the happy chemical in your brain. While dopamine is related to happiness, it's not only the happy chemical. The idea has been running around social media a lot, especially when people talk about TikTok or Instagram and how they basically siphon all your dopamine or whatever. And while that's not really wrong, technically it gets a lot more complicated than that. But we'll keep it to the main few quote unquote happy chemicals. Dopamine, as I mentioned, is one, but the other two are serotonin and norepinephrine. Jesus. But that one is really hard to say, so I'll just call it adrenaline from here on out. There's also oxytocin, which is basically the cuddle hormone. And actually, that's my favorite one. So, what's the difference? Well, dopamine is generally used for your brain's motivation and is related to how you feel when you're given instant gratification, like scrolling TikTok. Adrenaline is, well, adrenaline. It's used in combination with dopamine to help energize your body and encourage you to do more things and give you dopamine. But the most important one for us right now is serotonin. Serotonin is a chemical in your brain that's linked to mood, social interactions, and sleep quality. And oxytocin is nice, but it's more of a warm swelling of emotion, whereas serotonin is more of a stabilizer. You can think of serotonin as a more mellow version of dopamine. Our brains release serotonin when we connect with other people, having get-togethers, being on dates, quietly sitting next to each other, etc. An example a lot of people learn about is when a baby is breastfeeding on their mom. It produces serotonin in both the child and the mom. But maybe don't use that as a pickup line or anything. I think if you walk up to someone and say, "Hey, can I suck on your chest? It'll help me sleep better," you're gonna get slapped at best. But this is actually one of the reasons sex can make you feel so good, even in the following days. It produces all those happy chemicals, but serotonin is the one that sticks around longer to raise your spirits. And while I can't be there to physically give you serotonin, though I'm sure you would love if I could, I think we can trick your brain into thinking I really am there with you. It's kind of like hypnosis. We're just lying to your brain. So, if all this functions as you might intuit it, and you were able to get sufficiently immersed in a roleplay ASMR audio, then I think it could generate some serotonin. So, in a weird little way, listening to Mommy Cuddles You to Sleep roleplay, or whatever, could legitimately improve your sleep quality. Or starting the day with an encouraging audio of being praised or something could improve your mood. And, obviously, an improved mood is plenty of proven benefits. Now, we can't say for certain if this is any accurate. It's armchair neuroscience for all the intents and purposes, but there seems to be a string of logic that could justify doing some research. We'd also have to control for people that already have plenty of serotonin circulating, as well as people in committed relationships and probably sexual activity. But that's a lot of unimportant nonsense. We're trying to get some more serotonin, so let me think. Oh, I could try doing a little improv. I can tell you about my day, any fun little anecdotes I have. Maybe if I'm talking in a casual, improvised way, it'll be a lot easier to imagine you're on the phone with someone. So, what did I do today? Well, I went to the gym in the morning and I hit legs. And man, they are definitely sore afterwards. Very hard to walk. Always dread doing leg days, but they feel good afterwards. Even though it is painful, but it's worth it, I swear. Then I had some breakfast. It was really good. Simple, but in my opinion, really good. I like it. I had some toast, some bacon. I like to bake it in the oven so that it gets a good mix of crispy, but the fat is melty, and oh my goodness. Eggs over medium, that's my preference. And I had that after doing some stretching and a shower once I got back home from the gym. And then I spent the rest of the day more or less working on audios that I've got cooking in the back. Well, the back being my folders. And then between that, I was, had a quick lunch, just some leftovers from breakfast, and then dinner. I had some pizza. Gotta balance it out a little bit. It was just a combination and all meat. Good flavors, in my opinion. And then I ended the day off playing some Pokemon, listening to some good music as well. Oh, Pokemon, you have my heart. So good. My favorite all-time series, actually. Well, that's all I have time for. I hope you enjoyed my little yap session. I really enjoy talking about this stuff, so it's nice to have a captive audience for it. Hopefully you got some serotonin out of this, and if you did, maybe check out my other audios. I get more views, you get more serotonin. It's a win-win. But even if you don't, I hope you have a good day, or night, or wherever it is for you. Have a good time zone. See ya. Have a good one.